Hey girl.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
Girl, have you heard about TikTok star Brenay having to pay $1.75 million to another TikToker, Akira?
What? I know of her, but I didn't know it was that amount.
Girl, that's a whole lot of money to pay for some loving, some borrowed loving at that.
That,
Jeez.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, so this one is a little sticky. Akira sued Brenay for alienation of affection and criminal conversation, and she won.
What? Messing with somebody, man, get you in trouble every time.
Yep. This is what it is. So the first marriage, Brenay was married to Devin,
Mm,
and Timothy was married to Akira.
okay.
So while they both were still married, Brenay began making content with Tim, leading to a relationship between them.
Wow.
Here come the divorces and the remarriage. Brenay and Devin divorced in February 2024, and Akira and Timothy separated shortly after.
Mm-hmm.
Brenay and Timothy later married each other.
What?
Exactly. So the lawsuit comes. The lawsuit was filed. Akira sued Brenay for alienation of affection and criminal conversation, alleging that Brenay intentionally caused the end of her marriage. Brenay was found liable for alienation of affection plus criminal conversation. $1.7 million was for the alienation of affection, and the $250,000 was for a criminal conversation. Now that's almost $2 million for some loving. Okay.
Shame. Go ahead. Um,
Before we go any further, let me just explain these terms because they sound fancy, but girl, the meaning is not cute and it's very costly.
mm,
For alienation of affection, this is when someone claims that a third party came into their marriage and ruins the love, the affection, the vibe, whatever the couple had left.
okay.
You don't have to sleep with the married person. You just have to be involved enough to disrupt the affection, the connection, or the stability.
Wow.
All the spouse has to prove is there was love in the marriage, someone interfered, and because of that interference, the love went poof.
Wow.
It just went away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's like, hey, girl, you interfered with my marriage, and now you owe me. Now, this right here, criminal conversation, this one is strictly about sex.
Wow.
If you slept with someone's husband or wife while they were still legally married, that spouse can sue you for criminal conversation, no matter how messy the situation was.
Oh my goodness.
It doesn't matter if they were separated, if the marriage was on life support, if the spouse lied and said they were single,
Hmm.
if the marriage is legal and the sex happened, baby, that is considered criminal conversation.
Wow.
Proof that's needed to prove criminal conversation. The plaintiff does not need to prove specific evidence like a photograph. The sexual act can be inferred from other evidence, such as emails, text messages, or public displays of affection.
And I'm sure they got that off of social media for Brene because
Girl,
they on the dog on social media.
girl, some of these people just don't know how to just turn it off.
A mess.
So it's no longer recognized in most parts of the United States and the British Isles, but it's still a viable cause of action in a few states, such as North Carolina.
That's crazy.
So translation is: you slept with my spouse, run me my money.
Yeah. Yeah. Only right. Only right.
Grenade was hit with both alienation of affection. She was found liable of that, as well as the criminal conversation. And that's how her total jumped to nearly $2 million. Now, that's ridiculous. So some community love, okay? That's
Mm.
just too much. That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, that's nuts.
North Carolina is nothing to play with when it comes to that alienation of affection
They
and that criminal conversation laws. They don't play.
uh-huh. She'll get it when that doggone checking account keep going to zero. They keep swiping that money out and sending it to the wife.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Garnishing everything. Get your money, ex-wife. Get your money.
Get your money, girl.
Yeah.
Cash her out. Yeah. So to
Terrible.
me, that was a very, very expensive affair. I don't think anybody's worth that. Hmm.
Just be true to yourself. If you no longer want to be with that person, cut ties, divorce, and make sure it's dissolved before you move on to somebody else. I mean, you got they sleeping around with each other. They said that he was going back sleeping with the wife too. So I don't know. It's too much mixing and matching and mess. Be done with it.
Too many things mixing around with each other. And yeah, I did read that even though they try to prove or say they weren't a couple, there was evidence from text messages and other things that proved that he was still involved with his wife. That's his wife. He wasn't, at the time, he still was married to her. So whatever he was telling Brenay, he was not living what he was telling her because there was evidence that he still was involved with his wife. There was proof that he still was dealing with her. Brenay represented herself in
Oh,
this court case.
that was funny.
That was foolish. Why would you do that? Honestly, I guess you lie to yourself so much that you thought you could win this case when there's evidence
Mm-hmm. Mm.
that you and this man was out here getting it on, popping and locking and doing all kinds of
Oh my
stuff.
goodness.
Tim and Brenay reportedly had a relationship in high school, according to the testimony of Brenay's ex-husband, Devin Mayo.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
He, yeah, he claimed that they were together in
What?
2014. Yep. According to Devin, Tim and Brenay had a history prior to him.
Hmm. Sounds about crazy.
So what did you expect to come from that?
Just a mess, and like they got a mess. Now she got a debt for life because there's no way she has that money for some guy. That's crazy.
For somebody else's guy. Ooh.
Mm,
Okay.
what a mess.
Ultimately, Tim and Devin slept with each other
Mm.
because the Tim slept with Brenay and Brenay was sleeping with Devin. That's a whole bunch of mixing.
Oh, that's messy. Messy. Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm-mm. Messy.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, nope.
Disgusting.
Leave that one alone. Because I know I've seen Brene on a lot of news stations. They showing her going to court, her and Tim. What a mess. I remember her a long time ago. I think it was on Instagram. She used to always have these long, curvy nails with all these little trinkets on the nails,
Ugh.
and always eating Chipotle. Chipotle. I remember it was a mess.
I believe they all used to double date and hang with each other.
Well, they say Tim and Devin are cousins.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Their family? Jesus
They
Christ.
said they're cousins. And to put a little spin on it, they're saying they believe, allegedly, that Tim has a baby by Brenay's sister. It's
Hmm.
it's a whole triangle of mess.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you back a little bit because we've seen this movie before. Do you remember when Fantasia went through something very similar?
Oh yeah, you're right. That was a while ago, but yeah.
Yep. Back in 2010, her then boyfriend's wife sued her for alienation of affection.
Wow.
And girl, Fanny went through it. Boy, that was a time she had. The headlines of public scrutiny. It was a whole season of drama for poor Fanny. But anyway, here's the twist that saved Fantasia. A judge later ruled that her boyfriend, Antoine Cook, was legally separated from his wife before his relationship with Fantasia started.
Oh, okay. So they had legal documents showing that they were separated.
Exactly. So that saved Fantasia. So the court officially set the separation date as September 14th,
Mm-hmm.
2009,
Mm-hmm.
not June 2010 like the wife claimed.
Mm.
So in her filing, she claimed that, June 2010 was the actual separation date or whatever.
So, so,
Anyway,
so the wife was looking for a payday too.
she wanted to cash out on Fanny.
Wow.
But luckily, they had legal separation so that the legal documents prove that her boyfriend, Fantasia's boyfriend, Antoine Cook, and his estranged wife has separated prior to he and Fantasia getting together. I think they may have even had a child together.
Wow.
It was a mess. Anyway, basically, the meaning of all of that was Fantasia didn't break up that marriage. That marriage was already done. So that saved her. Because of that ruling, the alienation of affection lawsuit against Fantasia could not move forward, and she was found not liable.
But
So
I
sis walked away, huh?
on the safe side, you know what? Let me see them divorce documents, or go on the court website and look and see if it was dissolved or something. You got to save yourself. These
Tell me about it.
tell you anything, you still get caught up in some mess. Wow.
Exactly. So Fantasia walked away clear, emotionally bruised probably, but legally she was untouched, and that was a saving grace for her. And I agree with you. I mean, people say they're not with somebody, they're separated. Do your own research. If someone tells you they're not involved or they're separated or married, whatever, you need to do your homework and protect yourself and your assets as well as everything else.
Yeah.
You feel like you need to cheat, just go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Put
Just
that
go.
person and move on. That's it.
And sometimes people not knowing the law, just because you're not aware of it doesn't mean that you won't be subjected to it. So someone could bring you into their mess. And my whole thing too, and I kind of was wondering, was this the case with Fantasia's situation? Because I think that her ex-boyfriend got back with the wife when the wife sued her. So I was wondering, did you think it was like they plotted on her?
It sounds
Possibly.
like he he's he spun the block.
I always wonder whether this guy and his wife plotted against her.
Wow.
He was working at T-Mobile, a T-Mobile store.
T-Mobile and Fantasia.
Yeah, yeah.
Tasia, you're not the same. Remember the brother was hollering that.
Well, say it again.
Tasia, you're not the same no more, Tasia.
I think I had another story. Today's situation didn't have that Fantasia style plot twist
Yeah.
because there was no legal separation between Akira and Tim, no confirmed timeline that cleared her. And the court said she interfered and had sexual contact with a married man. And it's a dangerous situation. At this point, there's money being lost. Hopefully, everybody's still healthy
Yeah.
because
Is that?
can you imagine? Remember what happened with the Buttafuoco situation
Yeah.
up here in Long Island when the woman, her husband was fooling around with a young Amy Fisher, and
Yeah.
Amy Fisher, the husband was telling Amy Fisher that his wife was the reason why they couldn't be together, and he was just stringing her along. She was a young girl and caught up in this older man situation, and that woman approached that lady at her home,
Knocked on her
knocked on the
door.
door,
Yeah.
shot her in her face.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everybody, me, I don't want no parts of it. Don't be playing games with people, but everybody, you still got to do your homework and research, regardless of what anybody tells you about anything. Do your research.
That's so true. Please like the video and subscribe and go back and view the other ones.
If you like it, enjoy our conversation, please do so.
Yes. Yes. All right, girl. Talk to you later.
All right, I'll talk to you.
All right.
See
Bye
you.
bye.